Hey guys, it's Adam here again from GamesReviews.com, bringing you episode 2 of our Stardew Valley playthrough on the Xbox One. Yesterday, not on stream, I played through day 2, and so we're going to begin here again on day 3. Yesterday we cleared out some of the farm. We got a fishing pole from Willie down by the beach. Tried our hand at fishing a bit. We also built a box for storing our stuff in. We're just checking the weather report here, and we're also going to check the fortune teller's report just to see if luck's going to be on our side today. As you can hear in the background, obviously it's raining today, so we won't need to water our crops. So we will probably take the time to clear out more of this initial area of our farm, because we hope to expand probably pretty quickly. If we really want to get a good cash flow going, we need to get more stuff planted. But let's do a little bit of fishing first. The fishing minigame I find rather difficult. I watched another streamer do it on PC, and they said it was hard, but not too bad. On the Xbox One, it seems incredibly difficult because you're relying on pressing in the X button, trying to stay on top of the like where the fish is, and you'll see when a fish comes, but trying to stay on top of the fish, pressing in the X button, because it's a button press rather than a mouse click. It's a little bit more difficult because you have to factor in the clicking motion, which is a little bit, the click's a little bit deeper on a controller than a mouse, so it's a lot harder to time where and when you hold the X button. But we'll see if we can catch something here just behind our house. Right now we're getting garbage, which is never a bad thing, actually. Later on you'll be able to get recycling bins to recycle this kind of stuff, and I think you get cash for them. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I saw some tips and tricks online. People were saying, listen, don't throw your garbage out, or don't try to sell it. Hold on to it for later in the game when you can recycle. So, alright, this fishing's not working. We're just getting garbage, so let's, we're going to put some of this extra crap, because as you can see, we still only have the 12 spaces in our inventory, so we really need to make sure it's clean and clear, because we'll have situations like we had while fishing. We pull something up and don't have room for it, and are forced to either lose the object we have or replace it with something. We'll grab another daffodil. Always good to pick up these foraging items. We can pop them in our box back at the farm and get at least a little bit of cash. As you can see, we only have $220, which is not a whole lot of money. I really should be buying more seeds probably, but well, we can't buy more seeds today, so probably day 4, if I do that one on stream, or maybe even day 5, we'll already have them in the ground. But we're gonna start doing that because we need to get a steady source of income, and I think right now plants are the best way to do that. Alright, I think we're going to head down to the ocean here, check the beach for some worms. It's always good to try to find those, get those items, artifacts that we can drop off. I'm not seeing anything today. No, nothing on the beach today. No forageable item either. So let's throw in the water. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully I can catch a fish here, at least get a fish on the line, so you guys can see what the minigame looks like on the Xbox One. Alright, here we go. So yeah, so pressing in the X button is fairly difficult, and as you can see, the little green bar actually works on momentum. So the harder you press, yeah, so I just failed. The harder you press it, the more it moves up, and then it has to come down, and it's very difficult. But as you upgrade your fishing, like you can upgrade your farming, your foraging, things like that, as you upgrade your fishing, that green bar actually becomes bigger and wider, which will make it easier to catch fish. So the more you do it, the easier it will become, if not because you have the practice, but also because your green bar will be much thicker. Look at that. Okay, I'm just going to go do something else. I don't know if your fishing goes up just for attempting to catch fish, or if you actually have to reel them in to upgrade your fishing stats. But I guess over time we're gonna see, because I haven't had a whole lot of luck lately trying to catch fish. So early on, we'll have a couple craftable items. These are the items I've found so far. So you can see there's so much to do in this game. I've watched a lot of people play it on stream before, but even now that I'm doing it myself, playing it myself on Xbox One, I'm gonna sink hundreds of hours into this. Like, you know, a Harvest Moon game, I could sink 50, 60 hours, but you get to a point in a Harvest Moon game, and it doesn't take that long when you have everything and you've done everything. So your ultimate goal at that point is, how much money can I get? How much money can I get? I feel like this one has way more to offer, and because like Nintendo's never been big, and Natsumi, and I guess it's not really Nintendo, but Natsumi's never been big on releasing downloadable content for Harvest Moon titles. So it's like, when you beat it, you beat it. This game, I mean, Concerned Ape on Twitter has mentioned many times, and just recently did again today, you know, any new updates that come to the PC version will also come to console. So lots of free content coming. I'm going to assume with the game being available on all systems now, there's also going to be paid content in the future, whether it's new maps, whether it's an expansion of the map. Maybe you can bust to a new town, get new fields. I don't know what it could be, but for 15 bucks, I mean, I pay 15 bucks for a game that takes me 2 or 3 hours to beat. This is one that's going to take me hours and hours and hours, and I probably still won't do anything. Like, what an incredible value. So if they come out with paid DLC, I will probably have no issue spending money to enhance or to extend my experience. Alright, we're going to start cleaning up the farm. Because it's raining today, we don't have to worry about the energy wasted to water the plants, so let's try to see how much of this we can clear out. And I'll just allow you to hear the sounds of the game for a little bit. We're really going to want to actually save up a lot of this wood. One of the tips I've gotten from people online is to, if you notice down by the beach, there was the bridge that is washed out, knocked out, whatever you want to say, between, or right by Willie's shack there. If you rebuild that bridge, which I think is 300 wood, you access a new area of the beach, which I think every day has guaranteed forageable items. And early on, for 300 wood, yeah, it's going to take a long time to get that 300 wood, but it's going to be so valuable to be able to get forageable items every day, because that means guaranteed income every single day for the farm. So I think that's what I'm going to start saving up towards. I know, you know, gates and fences are fancy, it makes your place look nice, but right now it's all about practicability, being practical, sorry. So I think that's going to be my next goal. I think I'm going to want to save some of these grassy areas for when I get animals. I assume that's probably where, you know, your cows, your sheep, your chickens can probably free range. But because I picked the Riverland farm, the farm that's surrounded with little ponds, lakes, and rivers, I'm going to have to be very careful about how I set my farm up. It's not like the default farm where you're just given tons and tons of land to work with. This one you have to be very particular about where you're placing your specific barns and everything like that. So I'm gonna have to think that one through. Maybe in the next stream we'll walk around the farm a bit. It's always good to explore a little bit, just try to get a sense of your surroundings, who lives in what house. I really should be doing more to up my social game, but you know, for the time being, I really just want to make sure I'm getting money and unlocking stuff. So I was hoping to stop here at the blacksmith to get this item that I found while mining, to open it up and see what's inside, but obviously I've missed his hours by almost an hour, so I'll have to do that tomorrow. Let's try some late night fishing, see what we can get. I haven't had any luck today, but you never know. You know, and pulling up those recyclable items in the trash, it's never a bad thing. I mean, you're going to get money for anything and everything you pull up, so sometimes, you know, I'd almost rather pull up a pair of broken glasses than no fish at all. But see, look at this guy. So as you can tell, it's so difficult. It is so difficult to fish in this game, but I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to level it up. With so much water around my farm, I think it's going to be a big part. That and building the crab nets, or the crab buckets, or whatever they're called. That'll be another big thing I do around the farm, but fishing is going to be huge for me. So I really need to practice and get good at it. Okay, it's getting pretty late, so we're gonna head back for the farm, and if I can figure out how to get out, there we go. We're gonna head back for the farm. We're gonna dump some stuff in the bin to sell, so we can add to our 220 big dollars that we have. Looks like I have a little bit of energy left, so maybe I'll knock down a couple more trees or clean up some stumps or something. It's actually something I found is that the sickle doesn't use any energy. So you can use the sickle to take out weeds as much as you want and actually not consume any energy. I don't know if that's done on purpose or if that's a bug that's going to be patched, but you know, for the time being, it's a good way to do a lot of work without actually consuming anything. So. Okay guys, that's going to about do it for the second episode, third day of our Stardew Valley playthrough on the Xbox One. Again, guys, I really hope that you'll support the YouTube channel by liking the video and subscribing. Follow me on Twitter at Adam Rothel, details down below. And as well, check out my website, which is www.gamesreviews.com. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll try to get up another video tomorrow, but in the meantime, have a wonderful day. Talk to you soon. Bye.